All right, I want to check out some of these upgrades and see what they made happen. Let's go ahead and check it out.
Function. So that first playtest, we pulled over all the original Smite assets, and just seeing what Lumen did was actually insane.
It looks great. Now, graphically, it is a big improvement. Now, the biggest question is going to be is the fact of how everything is going to be playing, though.
Lighting is a really deceptively complicated artistic endeavor as well. Lighting can make or break your whole scene, all your characters, all your environment. So it's challenging. You have to put in the time, have to put in the work to make it look good.
On Smite 1, we did more of baked lighting, which meant when you had shadows, they were permanent. Now we have dynamic lighting, which means all of our materials actually react to light. So foliage, capes, interesting elements in the.
And again, I'm going to say them graphics are cool, but I really hope you guys input all the work into the graphics and not the gameplay.
Environment and characters look alive.
Trying to understand how all the different Unreal assets talk to each other is a big barrier of entry. Instead of a god just having one ability and it's just one piece of code and it's relatively huge, abilities are split into a whole bunch of individual components.
See, now we're talking. That's one of the big things I used to warn people about on this game. When I tell them stuff's not working right, stuff's not hitting right. Like when I have a base damage of 800 and I'm hitting somebody for 180, it's not registering. I don't care how much defense you got. If I got blown up penetration and if you play the game, you know what I'm talking about. But if I got penetration, additional damage and everything else, and I'm hitting you for 110, bro, I don't care what kind of defense you got on. You're not I should at least be hitting you for 400 to 500 minimum. And considering all those moving parts, like they said, I just hope they were able to optimize it versus putting so much on graphics and it not translating into the gameplay.
That all have their own functions through the gameplay ability system or gas system. Learning that and figuring out how it all worked together, how it all came together, definitely overwhelming at first, but just got to get the reps in.
We did a little prototype of Chalk ulting and actually having lightning tendrils come off of him and spark onto the environment. So with basically no artist even coming in, just stock UE5, we had an incredible looking map, but it wasn't until seeing the lighting effect in the order base where I was like, if that's something that happened from just a simple straight port, what's going to happen when the artists actually get their hands on this?
Seeing the upgrades we got just out of the box from UE5 was just awesome, but it was super great to see.
Here's the thing. I'm going to put the link below so you can watch the rest yourself if you're interested. Now, I am a Season 1 Smite player, so I am very heavily on Smite to where I have Grandmaster characters. Now, I'm not Grandmaster rank, but I have Grandmaster characters, so basically I'm Grandmaster. If I had the right team, I'd be Grandmaster. So basically, to cut it short, I typically have top 5 ranked characters whenever I'm using them. But the point is, what they need to do, if you guys see this video, this is my suggestion to you because this is what killed your game the first time. I get it. Conquest is what you guys want to run League on. I understand. There are people who are interested in that. But I'm telling you, in a real life perspective, in real life, I'm talking day-to-day life, I know people who know about your game. In every single person I've spoken to, we're talking over 50-something people who play Smite, they play Arena. You need to add Ranked to Arena and make Arena a professional mode, because that's what everybody is playing. And if you guys want to make money, that's where you need to be putting some focus on as well. Yeah, Conquest is cool. Yeah, Joust is cool. But most people don't want to play those modes. And if you keep catering to the minority of people, even when you guys look at your analytics on who's playing what or how long it takes for matchmaking, most people are not playing those other modes. Even Siege was dope, but nobody played it. Nobody played it. The random god mode was dope, but nobody played it. You know, so this is just really what I want to emphasize. And secondly, your MMR needs to be accolade based. I'm tired of capping out everything on accolades and losing and getting punished with my MMR. There should be no reason I'm a guardian. I have maximum defense, maximum kills, maximum gold. You see what I'm saying? Even as far as wards, there needs to be accolade. Your MMR needs to be based on what that player did in that game to match them with who is better suited for them or closer to their player level. But just to say, oh, well, you lost, so you lose MMR, that's not fair, because this is a team game. This is a team game, and if my stats show I'm effective in what I do, I shouldn't be penalized for it. That's all I'm saying. So those are my few things. Those are my few requests. Add arena to rank. Make arena a professional mode. It's not gonna hurt you. It's not gonna cost you anything to do that, because the biggest part of the cost is the game integration and how the moves work. If it doesn't work after you run it, or you don't get the return you like, or it's just not hitting like you expected to, it doesn't grow the player base, I understand. I'm not unrealistic, but that's a must. That is a must, and this is coming from everybody, a lot of people, and this is a niche game, so that tells you, considering the fact that you're a niche game, and I have over 20 plus people who don't want to play the other modes, want to play arena, that's telling you something, because this is not like a AAA game. This isn't Call of Duty. This isn't what's that? This isn't Fortnite. This isn't Apex Legends. This isn't a game that's widely known. So the fact is, when you find people who play this game, it's far and in between. So when you do find them and all they're playing, what are the odds of all those people only playing arena and not liking or playing the other modes? So again, you guys can do what you want, but this is coming from somebody in the real world who got actual stats in the real life example. But your game already didn't die once, so they coming back this time. I'm gonna give it another chance, and I'm gonna see what y'all working with. But man, y'all gotta do that though. Y'all gotta add that.